Today I'm going to talk about one of the best things I've found online to help you organize your vehicle. The best part is the version that I got was $30 and it comes with free shipping. This is the small Phillips Industry Bailout plate. As of right now there's a sale and $30 is within reach for a lot of people's budgets. This plate is 3D printed out of recycled PETG and coated with rigid bed liner for extra strength. The setup is the familiar MOLLE grid system. You can attach any number of pouches, however, since the small version measures 10 inches by 12 inches by 0.5 inches, you can't randomly stick everything that you want on this thing. While I understand the train of thought when it came to the Gray Man Tactical rifle mount, every time I've ever run a long gun in the cab of a vehicle, I've kept it up with me, within arm's reach. That way, if I needed to access it for any reason at all, I wouldn't have to turn away from the road, and that's pretty important if you're going at a decent speed. But that's not what this is about. This is more about having emergency gear within arm's reach and keeping it accessible. I drive a lot throughout the year, so I do encounter a lot of rollover accidents, cars on fire. It gets pretty crazy out there. Some of you either need to learn how to drive or pay more attention on the road. Anyway, this system was made so that once you pull this center pin, it releases the 550 straps that's holding it in place, and you can pull the entire panel out. And I thought that was pretty neat. So I went ahead, made contact, and purchased one of these panels. And I have to say, compared to one of the old cloth ones that I had in my vehicle before, or even the Gray Man Tactical seat panel, I'm extremely happy with how low profile it is, how easy it is to hide everything. Let's go ahead and take a better look at this, and I'll sum up my thoughts at the end of the video. I've always had a thing for keeping my vehicle organized, at least the things that I need to get to, maybe in an emergency. I have a fire extinguisher, a glass breaker, a med kit, a VS17 signaling panel, and some gloves. Now, the thing that I didn't like about the Gray Man Tactical organizer, the MOLLE panel, is that it left this space in my vehicle. I could tuck stuff back there and it would fill up that dead space, but it wasn't ideal. And the straps that held it on went on the headrest just didn't look so good, and it's not like I had a lot on the thing to begin with. So I decided one day to take the chance on something that I saw on IG, and I figured, why not give this veteran-owned company a try? Seems like this guy does a lot of solar work, but he's trying to do some other things. And you know, it gets me as a former veteran myself. I want to help support others beyond their military career, and hopefully they make something of themselves, that this goes somewhere and they can make some money. Now, this is held together by 550 cord on this really well thought out design. It is still a grid MOLLE design. It's 3D printed out of recycled plastic. You can release this pin in the middle and the whole assembly is going to pop out. And for a size comparison, here is the Gray Man Tactical setup, and here is what I'm going to replace it with. Before I make anything permanent, I'm going to try to get everything generally where they're going to be. I want to make sure that there's no gap, and at the same time I want to make sure that it doesn't look bad. What's the point of organizing if it ends up looking like clutter, right? It does come with 550 cords so that you can rig something up. I'm only going to hold what I think the essentials are, and that is a fire extinguisher, a signal panel, and a glass breaker. Everything else, all my medical equipment, is in a separate medical bag, and you'll see that when I'm setting the whole thing up. It's not as fast to set up as something that has a clip-on buckle or anything like that, but that doesn't mean that it's any less secure. How secure it's going to be really depends on how you tie this up. So here I am checking for fit, make sure that my med kit fits right above it. I've got my fire extinguisher there. It is a maritime kit. You can pick this up at Walmart. The reason I selected it is because it's literally everywhere. There's nothing exotic or hard to find about it. You can choose something that's smaller, definitely costlier, but it's going to take some time to replace. I want something that if I use, I can replace as soon as I leave the area. Fire and medical is very important to me. I'm going to use some straps to secure my VS17 panel, and I'm going to use this old Motorola radio pouch to hold my glass breaker. And really, that's all I need to carry. I'm going to tie this scarf around the whole deal, keep it low-key and covered. Where I live, there is a sizable Arab population, so it doesn't look out of place at all. I encourage you to go ahead and check his store out if you're in the market for something that's low profile, that's fairly easy to install, with the bonus of helping a small veteran-owned business, because I'm pretty sure that if we continue to support and encourage these small businesses, we have the potential to take advantage of a lot of innovation that just needs our help to get off the ground. I'll leave a link to the shop down below, or if you want to get in touch with him directly, you can find his Instagram page on @PhillipsSolar. That's it for this video. Be good, stay safe, have a good one.